Hello everybody, this is Cheezypoof91 at Cheezypoof Gaming. Here today doing a little review of Pubg on this here Sanhok map with Big MSR, Chosky as always, and Crash into Freedom. Just going to be talking about a couple little things I've got planned coming up here soon, including some giveaways, a couple questions for my audience, and a little more other stuff to talk about here, as well as I'm going to be giving a couple little tips on um, what I do that I feel like makes me a better gamer on PUBG. Um, so stick around if you want. If not, whatever. I really don't care. Um, aside from that, here we go. Right off the bat, I can see on the very north side there's a full squad dropping across that top line of buildings. It's a tactic that my squad's used for months, and it's paid off for us. I'll show you how it pays off for them. Um, while I'm looting here, a couple little things to come. Obviously, I'm going to be doing a lot more gameplay clips and other footage as well. Before long, I'd like to start doing some unscripted like gameplay footage on other games like Conan Exiles or Ark Survival Evolved, or a couple other survival sandbox style games, I guess you could say. Um, as for PUBG, I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to start streaming. I mean, that's something that I really haven't thought much about. Up until recently, I've had a couple people ask me if I plan on doing anything like that. And I really didn't know what to say. Um, Something I may end up doing. Kind of depends on you guys. If that's something you guys would like to see, leave a message down in the comments and let me know. Maybe I'll consider your options there. Um, aside from that, I mean, PUBG isn't the only game I play. I mean, it's one of the only games I really have networked in. I've got constantly I have people to play with on this game on my friends list. I've met some really awesome people through playing PUBG. A lot of these guys I actually consider better friends than half of the people I know in real life, and I haven't met them yet. I'm sure a lot of you guys can probably relate to that. Um, aside from that, I mean, I haven't thought about streaming really. I mean, um, something obviously people can make some money off of. I mean, I'm not really necessarily in this for the money, but I mean, if it could help me be able to bring more content to you guys, then I would more than likely be happy to do it. Um, aside from that, another thing I've got in the works is I'd like to do a battle royale for Conan Exiles, where me and some other co-gamers and stuff, some people that I know that are starting their own gaming channels and stuff here very soon, we can collaborate on. We can go in, get us a server, we can build a huge coliseum. Then we're gonna, post when we're gonna drop the name of the server on, of course, Facebook and other social media platforms to let people know what server it's gonna be on. And once we post it, we're gonna give people 1 hour from that time until the fight begins. At that point, they can join the server once we release which server it is. They can go in, they can start crafting, leveling up, build their weapons, build their armor, and meet at the Coliseum at the end of said hour. Of course, at that point, it'll be, a last man standing battle royale fight. I don't know how many contestants we can even fit on a map, but we're going to try to go all out, have as many people in the Coliseum as we can. We're just going to do a battle royale fight to the death. Last man standing wins God knows what. We haven't really talked about what we're going to use for our prizes yet. I mean, obviously we'll probably throw in some things like Conan merch, or a couple of the gaming channels. I'm sure we'll pitch in some stickers and shirts and some things like that. Maybe some gift cards. I really don't know. We haven't really sat down and discussed it yet. It's just an idea I had. Aside from that, I mean, other games. I mean, there's I'd really like to do some work on Arc. So, actually, let me pause real quick. That was a big mistake in a way. What I was trying to do was, I wasn't necessarily trying to hit him. I mean, a hit would have been nice, but I was trying to get their homies to move. And in that window right there, you saw a guy move around. Usually when somebody shoots and it's not their squad, when people realize it's another team, they tend to start running around, looking around, and trying to figure out who's shooting what, so that they know for one they're not the target, and for two they can find the shooter and try to take him down, get that kill. Obviously, right now Crash is just drawing some attention. Cheezy obviously sticking real close by, just in case one of us goes down, we can pick the other up. That's a big thing that I've seen happen a lot of times, especially in random squads where you'll have whole squad kind of starts splitting up, and then one guy goes down, and by the time the rest of the squad gets there, they thirst him, or he just bleeds out, or whatever the case might be. It's not really good to split up too much. I mean, obviously we're kind of messing around here, so it's not a huge deal. I haven't played with Crash in probably 3 or 4 months. Big I've never played with other than this game and a couple other games we ran the same night. And then of course Cheezy, who I've been playing with for about a year. Obviously you can see me and Cheezy are sticking close. We've had a lot of run-ins really similar to this. And it just takes one guy to knock you, one guy to finish you still. Let's see, we're rushing here. Lure some guys in, get a couple extra kills hopefully. I mean, if they're knocked, they can't really do anything to you, except for maybe block a staircase or something like that. So they're really not an initial threat. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get wanting the kill. I do that, like I say, I do it all the time. It's just something that, for me personally, I'd rather just draw a couple more guys in, get those kills, and then move on with my day instead of, sorry, I was reading this. Instead of going and just finishing them off, I'd much rather just lure some guys in and see if I can't kill the whole squad. I mean, something along those lines. Do keep in mind here, I don't claim to be a great player. I mean, I have my moments. We all have our moments. I can't say I'm as good as any of the streamers that you see playing. But I also, I don't really claim to be good. I just like to play, have a gaming channel, and things like that. I really don't plan on doing any competitive play other than, what you see me doing here. Really, it's not my cup of tea. There's a lot of games that I'm going to feel the same way about. I've actually got a small list of games that I never will play, and you can guarantee that I'm not going to be playing these, such as Fortnite, Apex, pretty much any of the Call of Duty games. I really can't stand the whole arcade, you die and then you respawn somewhere and you run back in. I mean, I did that for years. It was fun then. I mean, now it's just, I guess I've grown as a gamer and I just don't want to do that anymore. I feel like it's not quite as challenging in a lot of ways. The value of your own life in the game is very lessened. There's a lot of reasons why I would rather play this type of game. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I did grab the beard off of Big in his memory. So I am apparently an Asian girl with a beard that is red. Nothing hotter than that, I guess. Noogling your mums, huh? That is some type of name. So usually when I play in the custom games, me and my wife will sit there and we'll just laugh at all the all the names of these gamer tags. I don't know where these people come up with this stuff. I would imagine it's mostly just because every time you go to make a gamer tag, it's already taken, so you gotta come up with something a little more creative. Good God, these guys gotten creative these days. One thing you'll see that I don't almost ever do is I almost never pick up the holographic sight. I personally don't like it. I don't know if it's just me or if it's the scope, or I'm guessing it's more than likely just me. But I just don't like to use it. Another thing I really love about this game now is that they did drop more of the 3x vests and helmets on the map as regular loot instead of just crate loots. Yeah, I think that they could tone it down just a tiny bit. It seems like every game that you play, there's like 20 or 30 different guys that have a level 3 vest and helmet on. It seems a little overpowered. I mean, it doesn't really help them all that much if you just catch them off guard, but I think there's a lot of times where, you know, loot really does screw you over. It does it all the time, honestly. You'd be running around for 15 minutes looking for loot, and all you have is you know, a SMG with one attachment and a pistol with, you know, 30 rounds. I mean, sometimes the loot can really get annoying. I mean, it really sucks to spend, you know, 20 minutes in the game and then die because you just don't have anything to really defend yourself with. I mean, granted, you could go through the entire game with a Winchester and, you know, maybe win it. I mean, God would be on your side at that point, but it sucks. We all feel that way, I'm sure. It really gets old being, you know, wasting a bunch of time running around looting, and then you still don't find jack. And then you go and kill one guy, and he's got everything that you have times 3. And so you're, you know, it gets ridiculous occasionally. That thing drives pretty dang slow in this water. I think it would have flooded out or something, but this thing drives so slow across the water, it's ridiculous. I don't know how it's not flooded out, to be honest, but whatever. The one thing about this game that I cannot stand is, obviously it's not the game, it's the community, but people take this game way too seriously. I personally think, I mean, you know, it's just a game. You're supposed to just be having fun. People get so pissed off. I mean, I understand getting a little annoyed when you get killed in a stupid way, or, you know, when you lag out and somebody shoots you after you've already passed a corner of a wall or something in there. I get that, but you can't expect to win every single game. I mean, Dr. Disrespect, Shroud, Ninja, freaking none of those guys win every single game. I mean, yeah, they're a lot better than most, you know, average players, but it doesn't mean they're gonna win every single game. They're not gonna, you know, win every single gunfight. It's, you know, everybody gets killed. It's how the game is. I mean, even in squads, you have 4 people out of 100 to survive. And obviously, you're gonna take some collateral damage. But, you know, I'm not saying that everybody should just jack around the whole time. I mean, yeah, play the game like it's supposed to be played, but it's okay to mess around sometimes. And we've all played those games where you got, you know, 5 or 6 vehicles driving around, final 3 circles, and, you know, everybody's just shooting. it makes the game interesting. I mean, obviously, in a real scenario like this, obviously there's going to be people doing crazy shit, doing stupid shit. I mean, a lot of people honestly probably just kill themselves. I mean, it's a video game. Like, have some fun with it. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I also get that there's people that just jack around too much and they make the game boring because they get you killed all the time. Actually, at this point, I didn't even realize that Chaucer died. I thought that we'd left him behind and he was gonna run or something, or he was gonna drop me off. And he said we're gonna go jump this thing. So, something I might mess with in the future here. Didn't know anything about this little jump here. Pretty cool though. Here we go. Whee! Normally at that point, that's where Crash yells freedom. But, didn't have his mic on this here. I didn't have mine either, but you get what I'm saying. He's a little trick top out the way. So another thing I figured I'd ask you guys about to let me know in the comments is what other games did you guys like me to see? Obviously, I gave you guys a couple games that I don't want to play, but obviously here in the future there's going to be a lot more games I am going to be playing. There's going to be some oldies but goodies. There's going to be some more, new off the block games, such as like World War Z. As for some older games, my wife, Mrs. Cheezy, she absolutely loves 7 Days, so we'll probably be doing some console 7 Days. I know they don't have the updates. Still pretty fun. We get down. I mean, it's one of the few games that we both like to play together, and it's hard for us to find a common ground because she's not into the first-person shooters or the competitive style games, and not that I'm not into the sandbox style games, but like I said before, I'd like to find some more sandbox style games. I could do some like unscripted roleplay type games. I don't know if anyone of you are familiar with Mr. Moon or Blizz HD. I'm sure there's plenty of other streamers or gamers that are like that, but pretty much just yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. I'm not great, but, I get a lucky shot. I just said something about his name earlier, didn't I? Noblin on your mums. Yes, I did. I remember saying that. This is like my third time recording this, so, I don't really remember everything I've covered, so if I've mentioned something more than once, that would be why. I'm not really going in any particular order on any of this. I'm just kind of spitting as I think. Yeah, like I said, as for other games, if you guys got ideas of things you'd like to see me do, one thing I haven't talked about yet, other than on my Facebook profile, is that I've been thinking about doing some like live action type of gaming, so things like Airsoft, live action role playing, like Dystopia Rising style. One thing I've really been considering doing is going to that's where Crash goes. Going to Ballahak Airsoft Field in Virginia. This I'm guessing it's going to be in December for Revelations 10. I'll put a link in the description below for that as well. Let me know if you'd like to see me do some gameplay footage of that. I got really lucky there. At this point, I know I'm pretty much screwed, so I'm just trying to kill this last guy, but I get stuck on a wall like a noob. And that's it. Well, thanks for watching. This has been an experience, I guess. I haven't done any of these before, so thanks for watching, and see you next time.